Okay, I've just disconnected that cable, pushed it back in, put the sticky tape back on, and I've just pushed the screen back up to the top in the position it should be. Just a little bit of information. These screws on the left are all the same size and dimensions. These go into this particular outer bezel for the screen. These screws on the right, which I'm keeping separate, are a different type of thread and size. They are actually to hold these 2 points in. Sometimes you'll see little arrows here to tell you which arrows to put them in. If you put them in the wrong one, then this screw hole here will not have anywhere to go in. So it's common mistakes like that. Worthwhile just spending the time separating things, making sure they're fine. When you're doing a full strip down, you'll have different screws from different types, and it's very difficult. You're best to follow a guide if you're not sure, if you're doing it for the first time, but a lot of precaution. You don't want to put the wrong size screw or else it will go through motherboards, through cases. Okay, so we're going to try this. I've added the power lead on the back, power button on. We had nothing before, just a white line every now and again. Okay, we're getting lights. If everything's fine, we should get something on the screen. There we go. Now we need to just visually check to see if all the colours are vibrant, because we may see some part of the screen coming up, but we're just going to see if everything's fine on the actual load up. The Windows logo gives you about 3 or 4 different colours, so we'll see that one shortly. But mainly just check to see if everything's fine before you reassemble it. But all looks pretty good so far. This is what we suspected. I believe the lady that owned the laptop, she closed the lid down, and there was some papers or something which kind of almost popped it up a little bit higher than what it would do. Hence it just put quite a lot of strain on these points. But generally these cables do go. I had to solder one the other day. Not an easy job. I was quite proud of the work, but there we go, you can see the colours beautifully working up on the logo. But yeah, sometimes you can get a bit of repositioning of the cable there to get that position so it isn't on the joint. But a new cable sometimes is really what's needed. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you. I've got my cup of tea on the desk, and thank you very much for listening.